The voice is not clear. Fine, all of you will keep the videos on, students. Turn on the videos. Be quick, we'll start. Just turn on the videos. I have to monitor if you're not answering. Okay, just keep it on. Keep it on and attend. Abigail is, I'll tell you, see, those who answer, if you'll answer, I'll tell it to turn it off. Kia, keep it on. Angel, Kia. Yeah, even the new students, Malavika, Cecilia, and sir, internet is not working. Okay, fine, Cecilia, you can keep it off. Angel, Kia, quick students, it is getting late. And Bhargavi, Anya, Bhargavi, Angel, even Amy. Slow internet connection. Is it Amy or Amy? EMY or AMY? AMY. Okay, Amy. Turn it on, students. Be quick. We'll start the class. Can you all see the screen, all of you? Is it being shared? Respond. Is it being shared? Okay, fine. Concentrate. So concentrate. Keep looking at each other, laughing. Anyways, y'all are looking same class, same school. There's nothing to make fun, students. Okay. So look here. Yesterday, whatever I explained, I'll explain the same thing based on GST. Now I told you all GST, right? GST topic I told you all goods and service. Then T stands for tax. Now how does this system follow? How does this system work? Look, everything starts with raw material. You all know what is raw material? All of you respond. Raw material is wood. So what the first thing, the one who manufacture is, you call it as manufacturer. So what does the manufacturer does? He takes this raw material, students. He takes this wood, okay, or let me take steel. I'll take wood. He'll manufacture. He'll convert into a pen. Then this manufacturer will he can sell it to a dealer. Dealer is nothing but dealer or wholesaler. You can call him as wholesaler. So these are the words you'll get it in your question. Okay, dealer, wholesaler. From dealer to wholesaler, then it goes to shops. Shops. These are the names. From manufacturer, it goes to wholesaler. From wholesaler to shop, student shop. In between, there is another person called dealer. Okay. Then from there, at last, the product goes to the consumer. This is how the GST system works. Tax system or the basic transaction system happens from shop to the customer. Now, look here. From manufacturer, this pen cost rupees 10. For the manufacturer, it costed rupees 10. So whatever this rupees 10 is there, is going to mark it. We call it as mark price. Mark price. You also call it as list price. Or the other name given is printed price. Printed price. Or we okay, these are the different name given. MP stands for mark price, list price, printed price. Each textbook they give different names. In board exam they use different. So make a note of all these three: mark price, list price, and printed price. These are the three names given. Okay, next. Now the actual product starts from the manufacturer, students. From manufacturer, wholesaler can buy it. Wholesaler. From wholesaler, shops or dealer can buy. From shop, customer buys it. And customer doesn't pay GST directly to the government. Customer doesn't pay GST directly to the government. Okay, we don't pay it. we pay the entire amount to the shopkeeper, or if you buying it directly from the manufacturer, we pay the entire amount to them from whomever we buy. Fine, they pay to the government. They pay the GST to the government. Okay, we don't pay directly to the government. We either buy it from manufacturer directly. See, remember these are the words they use in the question: manufacturer, wholesaler, dealer, shops. Right? If any of the words are used, if any one of these words, just a minute. Okay, these are the people who pay directly to the government, student. This is the first concept. Next, you can buy directly, or customer can buy directly. Customer, we are known as customers. Okay, we can buy directly from the shop, or you can buy from the wholesaler, or directly from the manufacturer. Fine. What about the shop? From whom does the shop buy? All of you will respond. Shop can buy from the dealer. Just the previous person. He can buy from dealer, wholesaler, or from the manufacturer. Okay. What about the wholesaler? Wholesaler and dealer, they can buy directly from manufacturer. Fine. And there is a concept called input GST and output GST. Input and output. Just make a note of this, students. Just like GST, manufacturer, wholesaler. I'll write it neatly. Write this, all of you. This is the flow chart. Manufacturer, wholesaler, dealer. From dealer, it goes to the shops, and from shops, it goes to the customer. Customer. And write the different names given: mark price, list price, printed price. Fine. And just remember this flow chart, students. If customer buys, we can't pay the direct government. We don't pay tax to the government. The shopkeeper will pay. If the shopkeeper buys it from the manufacturer, okay, manufacturer will pay the tax to the government. If dealer buys, it goes. The previous person will pay it. We can't pay. Remember the concept, previous person will pay it. Done? All of you have written this, completed? Okay, next one, students. Government, dealer, this is done. Next, input GST and output GST. What is input and output? Look here, input GST. They don't ask question based on this, but we'll just get to know output GST. Input GST is from the pocket, from when we pay it. Okay, if the pen is rupees 10, if the cost price of pen is rupees 10, plus You are paying rupees 2 or rupees 5 rupee for GST. So total, what's the customer? How much the customer has to pay? Total amount 10 plus 5, 15. And what's the GST amount? Rupees 5. This rupees 5 is known as input GST for customer. Input GST. Input GST. The reason input is we pay from our pocket, students, input, and whatever this amount is collected, rupees 15 for the shopkeeper. Okay, the shopkeeper will collect it. And for shopkeeper, this 5 rupees is called as output GST. Output GST. So whatever the shopkeeper collects from the customer is known as output. And if the customer pays it, we call it as input. Just remember the word in. In is we are paying it when we pay. Input and output. Is this clear? All of you understood? This. So the questions can be asked in any type, students. I'll take only two people now. I'll take the dealer. I'll take dealer and manufacturer. Now customer doesn't come into picture. Only dealer and manufacturer. So dealer, the manufacturer sells a pen for rupees 100 and the GST charged. GST is equals to rupees 20. How much the dealer should pay to the manufacturer now if he wants to buy? How much the dealer has to pay, students, to the manufacturer? 100 or 120? 120. See, even if customer is not there, don't worry about that. The dealer has to pay 120. Okay, the dealer has to pay 120 to the manufacturer. 120. So for dealer, this 20 rupees, what will be this 20? Input or output GST? Who's paying this GST? Dealer is paying, right? So for dealer, this 20 rupees will be what? Input GST. From whom the dealer is manufacturer is collecting the cash? From whom? From dealer. So for manufacturer, what will be this 20? It should be output GST. Just because he is collecting, it's output. Just because the dealer is paying, it is input. So what manufacturer will do? Out of this rupees 120, the manufacturer, the one who collects it, manufacturer will take 100, whatever he spent. Okay, this should be equal. Whatever he spent, he'll take, and the remaining 20 rupees he'll give it to the government. This is how the concept of tax works. Tax. Input tax, output tax. In between there are people here. Dealer and all this. Is this concept clear, students? Understood? Now who has the product? Who has the product? All of you respond. Who has the product? Manufacturer or dealer? No, who has the product now? Dealer has bought it from manufacturer, right? Now dealer has the product with him. Pen. For how much he bought it? Totally paid 120. This dealer can sell it to the customer now. Customer. This is how it goes on. Dealer can sell it to the customer. On top of this 120, dealer will also add GST. See, GST is fixed. GST. Okay, GST is fixed. 10%. So when a dealer sells it to the customer, he has to again increase this GST, students. Right? So customer, just imagine customer is paying rupees 150. So now the product is with, the pen is with the dealer, manufacturer is gone. Now we have nothing to do with the manufacturer, he is gone. Okay, now the dealer will sell it to the customer will have the pen with him, the end product. So this 150 he'll pay to the dealer. Okay, this 150 he'll pay to the dealer. And out of this 150, how much you think the dealer will pay the government, students? What is the actual cost paid by the dealer? All of you will respond. 120. What will he do with this 150? He'll take that 120, right? Because that is the amount he paid from his pocket. So what he'll do in this 120? He'll take 120. From 150, he'll take 150. What's the remaining? Out of 150, 30 rupees. This 30, what will the dealer do? He'll pay to whom? He'll pay to the government. This is how the tax system works. So is there any loss for the dealer? Is there any loss? No. Dealer has put 120. The same 120 is taken. There is no loss again. Okay. Only the customer has to pay extra 150. Fine. And remember, the customer doesn't pay to the manufacturer. The manufacturer is gone. Once the product is given, it starts from there. It depends on who has the product. From there you can buy. Now, customer can sell it to the next customer. Not customer, you can't sell it. But I'm just giving an example. See, the customer can sell it to a friend. One more thing, you might get even questions related to this. Imagine there's a customer in the sense anyone A has bought it. Now A wants to sell it to a friend B. Can he charge GST on this? Can you respond? Can he charge GST? No, he can't charge GST. As a customer, we don't have rights, students, because we're not running a business. This is the concept you all should understand. So who are the ones who can charge GST? The people who can charge GST is this one: manufacturer, wholesaler, dealer. Okay, we can't charge GST, that is illegal. Fine, that is illegal. You can't collect GST. For example, if I have a pen, I'm going to sell it to my friend. If I want to sell it to my friend, if I buy it for 150, I can sell it for 150, students. Okay, or just because he's my friend, I can give it for less. I can give it for 140. I can't tell him I paid 170. I paid 170. I can't ask him for 170. Fine. So this is illegal activity. I've heard about the word black money. All of you, white money and black money. So white money is what you pay the tax, students. When you pay the tax to the government, that becomes white money. So how much is friend B collecting? How much is friend B paying to customer? 170, right? 170. What's the profit the customer makes? A makes. He paid 150. Is this 20? Is he going to pay the government? Is he paying the government? No. He doesn't even have license. This is known as black money, students. This is what politicians are doing nowadays. Okay, they buy from they loot people money, tax and everything. They sell it to other people without paying GST. Okay, so those who don't pay GST, this 20 rupee belongs to this guy. He doesn't pay. And the government also cannot identify that. They can't find out. Fine. This is what happens when you pay extra. This 20 is known as black money because it is not going to the government. This is the concept. Mostly they won't ask such question. This is just a general information. Fine. Is this entire concept clear about GST? From whom it goes, which is input, which is output? Is this clear, students? And you understood who can apply GST? Only those who have license. Only the manufacturer can put GST, wholesaler, dealer, shopkeeper. Because they do it legally. They have all the license, they run a shop legally and they can impose on the other people. Customer, as a customer, we can't do it. You have to buy the pen and use it. That's it. This is the main concept. Then yesterday I explained lot of concepts regarding different types. I'll explain that once again and we'll start solving the sums. GST is split into two parts. One is intrastate and the other one is which one? Interstate. What's the difference I told you? ER, whenever ER is given, different. Can you see different? ER is given, right? What about intra, students? Intra meaning is what? Transaction happens in same state. The customer, manufacturer, dealer, everyone will be in the same state. Intrastate is same. And I gave you all one more example. If same state, what did I tell you all? Only one CM, right? One CM, so there is no problem. What happens to GST amount? This GST will split into how many parts? Yes. So CM will take 50%. It is known as SGST. And he'll give another 50% to the central, CGST. Very good, CGST. 50%. Exactly half and half. Whatever tax amount is paid. Because one CM, no problem. Different CM, what did I tell you all, students? There is always a problem, right? If there are two CMs, different state. Right? I'll tell you the reason. Yeah, I'll tell you the reason. Yesterday, no time I couldn't explain. See, if there are always different. Just for example, you'll take Tamil Nadu government and Karnataka KA. You know about Kaveri issue. There's always rivalry, right? Whenever there is Kaveri issues, water dispute. Even tax is the same, students. Now, for example, any person in Tamil Nadu, the car is in Tamil Nadu, okay? It is costing around 10,000. So I'm going to buy it from Tamil Nadu for 10,000 and the GST charge, GST amount is 500. Or let me keep it as 1,000. GST is 1,000. So what's the total amount I have to pay as a customer? What? How much I have to pay, students? 10,000 plus 1,000 is 11,000. Now the car is in Tamil Nadu. From Tamil Nadu, where am I getting it? I'm getting it to Karnataka, right? So how much tax I have to pay? 1,000. So there are two states involved here. Two states. If I'm going to get the car, the Tamil Nadu CM will tell this 1,000 belongs to. He'll tell 1,000 belongs to his state. If I get the car, where is the car going to be? In Tamil Nadu or Karnataka? It is going to be in Karnataka, right? So what Karnataka CM will tell? No, this 1,000 belongs to me. This is how the fight starts. So both fight. Just because I bought from Tamil Nadu, that CM will ask, no, this 10,000, I have to take that 1,000, okay, tax amount. The Karnataka CM, this, he'll tell that just because the car is in my state now, I need to take this 1,000. So always a clash for this extra amount, tax amount. So then, because of this kind of dispute, then only the central government comes into picture. Central government is now at present the ruling party is BJP, Modi government. So what does he tell? To stop all this fights and dispute between them, whatever GST I paid 1,000 GST. So the central government will tell you pay directly to central, that is Delhi. Okay, directly to the central in the name of IGST. So the state also won't get CGST. Both the states will not get. Remember, Tamil Nadu government also will not get, or Karnataka government also. Both will not get a single rupee. Okay, this is how they solve the problem. If not, they always keep fighting for money, water, for all the. Whenever two states involved, problem. Even when there are three state students, three states involved. Is this clear? All of you understood? When there are two states, okay. Even when three states, they might ask questions. The car is in Tamil Nadu, okay, in car, and some I buy it in Karnataka, KA. We are in KA, Karnataka, and from Karnataka it goes to Andhra. Andhra. So again, GST is rupees 10, rupees 1,000 GST amount. Again, there are three states involved. All three people will fight for this amount. Three states. What do you call when three states? More than one, two states are in. More than one state is involved. Interstate or intrastate? We call it as. It is basically two states, three states. It goes on. And from Andhra, it might go to other state. Okay, from Andhra, I'll take it to Kerala. Someone is going to buy from Kerala. Again, they fight for this 1,000. So when there is always when there is a problem in the state, who will solve? To solve all these problems, central. That is how the central government will come into action. They'll tell nobody has to take this GST. Better I'll take the GST and give it for the development of the nation. That is known as IGST. Only if you understand this, you'll know whenever intrastate is mentioned, interstate is mentioned, these type of concepts. It's a very interesting topic. Okay. To solve the questions, it is easy, students. If you understand this, you can solve the questions easily. Next, calculation part. Now, most of the concepts are done. We'll start calculation. Yeah, tell me. IGST stands for integrated. IGST. IGST stands for integrated. Integrated meaning is combined. Okay. When it goes to government, central government, Kia, right? Kia asked that out. Okay. I stands for integrated. G stands for same. Goods service tax, Kia. Fine. So integrated meaning is combined. Combine. Combine of which two? CGST and SGST. They're not going to give. Is any government, state government going to get SGST? Right? No. So there is no concept of splitting into two parts. They'll combine both the amount, these two things, and it will directly go to whom? It will directly go to central government. Central government. And you can ask what is the difference, students? Tax, why is it going to central government? You know how different states are connected, right? Just I'll take 2 minutes to explain. You'll have an understanding. Different states, how are different states connected? How do you travel from one state to another state? We use railways, railway, right? Railway roads. So the central government will take the tax amount and it will invest in railways for the development of railway. Okay, the state government will use for road, park, okay, park, flyovers. This is how the state government or Karnataka government uses park, flyover, education. Central will directly put it into other manufacturing units. Any doubts here? Did you understand what is IGST? I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that calculation. Now I'll teach all that calculation part. Now look here, students. If they tell you CGST, CGST is rupees 10. CGST and which is the other pair? If I tell CGST, which is the other pair along with CGST? Very good. SGST. If you get the word CGST, is it interstate or intrastate? Intrastate. Same state, right? Intrastate. If it is intrastate, if CGST is rupees 10, what is SGST? Both are equal? Both are 10? Then what is GST? Yes, you have to add 10 plus 10, GST amount will be 20. This is what you have to remember. One more thing. If they give IGST, IGST rupees 100. IGST is what? Interstate or intrastate? Interstate. Different state. If it is different state, IGST is equal to which one? IGST is equal to GST, 100. There is no concept of CGST or SGST. This is the concept. Just go through once. Intrastate, different. For different, we use CGST. I mean, same CGST, SGST. And mostly they won't mention state name, student. They'll mention city, Delhi, Bangalore. So we'll see if we come across such question. Delhi is in different. It's a different state, Bangalore. Or they would say Mumbai and Bangalore. Mumbai is in different state. Mumbai is in Maharashtra. Bangalore is in Karnataka. Interstate. Okay. For interstate, what is the CGST, SGST, students? For interstate question, if they ask us to find CGST and SGST, is it possible? All of you respond. No. So the answer is what you all should write? Nil. Nil. Don't write 0. Don't write 0. CGST, SGST will be nil. In the same way, for intrastate, if they ask us to find IGST, IGST will be nil. Opposite. Because we have nothing to do with that. We have nothing, so it is obviously nil. Nil meaning is 0. But you should never mention 0. You should write it as nil, students. Nil is nothing, 0. Is it clear? All of you understood? Any doubts in this? Whoever has any doubts can ask. Cicilla, did you understand? Malavika, Cicilla. Kia? What about Kia? Kia still doubts? Tell me, respond Kia, are you there online? Okay, now calculation part, students. Coming to calculation. If they give you GST in percentage, if they give 10% and mark price is equals to 1000. This is one question. Next question, GST, CGST, anything, CGST, IST, anything is given in rupees. Mark price is also given in rupees. These are the two concepts you'll get. Okay, like this. Now calculation part, theory part is done. I have explained entire theory from where the tax goes, who collects it, who has to pay, all that is done. Now look here. Whenever GST is given in percentage, if they ask us to find GST amount is rupees. So what you do, take this 1000, students, take mark price. See, take mark price 1000, multiply by 10, and this percentage symbol stands for divided by 100. So when both are different, what do we do? When one is in percentage, other one is rupees, what do? We need to multiply. Remember this, multiply. Here, GST given in rupees. If they'll ask us to find GST percentage. Both are in rupees or what? Both are in rupees, right? So we need to divide it. Divide which one? GST. GST divided by mark price into 100. Okay, GST. GST is 100. Remember this, students, always take GST in the numerator divided by mark price. Mark price is 1000. Mark price is 1000 into 100. How many zeros gets cancelled here? All of you respond. 3 zeros gets cancelled. So what's the answer? If you want to convert into percentage, what's the answer? 10%. So when both are given in rupees, what do you do? Do you divide or multiply? Divide. Remember this concept. This is where students get confused, whether to divide or multiply. Make a note of this. If you want, make a note, or else we'll start solving the question. Okay. Not only GST, any percentage. Let them give even discount. Let them give even discount. I'll tell you. Look here. Complete this first. So I hope you all have understood. I'll tell you how to solve the questions. I'll give you a few tips. Keywords matter. Delicia, any doubts? Anya, Delicia, Angel, understood? Okay, what about Angel? Understood. Okay, fine. Yesterday, who was absent? Island and Dia? What about Island Dia? Understood? Okay, student, fine. Done. And look here, GST, not only GST percent, let them give even discount. Discount 10%. Mark price. Or they'll write what are the different names given students. Mark price, mute the call all of you. Mute the call. Yeah. Anya, Kia, mute the call students. What do you call mark price? Mark price is also known as printed price. Yes, list price, printed price, whatever they give. Now, mark prices, I'll take it as 20,000. One is given in rupees. Who's unmuted the call? Anya, mute the call, Anya. Okay, one is given in percentage, other one is given in rupees, students. What do you have to do? Multiply or divide? We multiply. What is the discount amount? Discount is given in percentage. What is the amount? Take 20,000 multiplied by 10 divided by 100. So what's the amount? 200. Discount amount is 200. So when one is given, when both are different, multiply it, students. Both are different. What if they give rupees? Discount, they'll give it as 200. Mark price, they'll give it as 2000. Both are given in rupees. How do you find discount percentage? Divide, right? Which one you have to divide? 200 divided by 2000 into 100. Look at 2 zeros get cancelled. 1 0, 1, 2 ones are 2 tens are. What's the answer? 10%. See, we got the answer. I just interchanged the values. Interchanged it. Our answers are correct. So when both are given in rupees, if they're same, write it as numerator by denominator. Divide it, students. Divide it. Whether it is discount or GST, fine, you divide it. Next, if GST is given, whether it is GST percent or amount is given. Okay, let me take amount. GST amount. Fine. What will be the total mark price? How much you have to pay? Mark price was 1000. What is the GST amount, students? What is GST amount? Rupees 100. So what's the total amount the customer has to pay? What's the total cost price for the customer? 1000 plus 100. 1100. 1100. So for GST, what we need to do? Add or subtract? We need to add it. We need to add. What about discount? When discount is given, what do we do, students? Subtract. How much the customer has to pay? Customer should pay. Look here. Mark price is 2000 minus the discount. Discount is the offer given to us. How much is the discount price? Discount is 200. So how much the customer has to pay? 1800. This is the concept. So calculation is done. Everything is done. Shall we start solving the questions? One or two questions. Okay. Till 8:40 I'll conduct. Take 5 minutes break, students. Take 5 minutes break. Just mute the call. We'll continue after 5 minutes. Yes, students, all of you online. Shall we start? You'll respond. Okay, fine. See, when you'll purchase something, I will come across this word GST as GST. Have you anytime seen the bill? When you purchase something, how many of you have seen the bill, student? GST, SGST? You have seen? Okay, next time you'll check. I want all of you to check. When parents buy something, when you'll buy something outside, check the invoice, students. Check the invoice. So now ICSE has made everything practical. This is how you have to represent your answer. In board exam, this is how you are going to represent it. Okay, I'll tell when we start solving the questions. Look here. What are the items given here? Item number 1. How many quantities they have bought? All of you should explain this. No, how many units? How many items? 2? 2 units. How much is 1 unit? Price of 1 unit is 200. If they buy 2 units, 2 into 200 is 400. I'll keep this 400 as it is. What is the discount given? 20. Is it given in percentage or rupees? Direct in rupees. So what do you do with discount? Do we add discount or subtract it? Subtract it. So I'll minus 20. What is the amount? 380. On 380, what is the GST added? 5%. So let me keep the cost price 380. What is GST, student? GST is 5%. So first you subtract it, then you got GST. GST is 5%. Now one is in rupees, other one is in percentage. How do you calculate GST amount? Multiply. Very good. 380 into 5 divided by 100. 0 and 0 gets cancelled. 5 ones are 5. 2s are 2 ones are 2. How many times? 2 nines are 290. So what is the GST amount? How much is GST? 90. What's the total amount I have to pay now? Do we need to add or subtract? Add. How much is 380 plus 90? 3? 9. Okay, how many units are given? Quant unit, 2 units. Price per unit is 200. Amount is 199. Discount is 20. Okay, quantity only 1. Item 1, unit is 2. 4. So if it was just a minute, 200, if it was 200, you'd have got 180. In 180, if it is 5%, 9. It is only one, students, 1. We should get that 189. What's the amount they paid? Total amount after GST? How much is it? 189. We should get that calculation. See, quantity purchase only 1. Okay, sorry. Quantity is only 1. So 200 is the unit. In that, if you minus the discount, you get for 180. What is the GST amount? What is GST amount, students? 180 multiplied by 5. If you learn this calculation, it is very easy to solve the sums in your textbook. Next time you take out your GST bill, try to just solve 1 or 2 sums. Look here. 0 and 0 gets cancelled. 5 ones are 5. 2s. How many times 2 goes? 9. So 180 plus 9 is 189. Is the amount correct? 189. All of you understood how this GST works? So they'll give it in percentage or discount. So this is how we have to tally the marks. So after all the calculation, 1869. What is the CGST and SGST amount? Total. Yes, it's the same, right? Didn't I tell you all it should be the same? If both are same, what kind of this one transaction is this? Interstate or intrastate? Same or different? Very good. Same. It is known as intrastate. What does this mean? This customer has bought from the same city. It can be what different items. It can be clothes, provision, anything. This is how the billing system works. We call GST students. Tax invoice GST concept. So your work is to find out now. Find out what is GST, how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply. That's it. Maximum you'll get this type of question for 4 marks in board exam. It is not that complicated. It is very easy. I've shown you a complicated bill here. Okay, later you take out any GST or download from internet, just add and subtract, do some calculation, you'll understand. It is actually interesting concept. Now we'll get back to the first question. I'll tell you the keywords. We'll just solve board exam questions first. Later we'll do the textbook question. Okay, I'll share this later. I'll share this in the group. Yesterday I made a mistake, students. I made a mistake here. 2024 for an intrastate. What do you mean by intrastate? Should be quick. Intra meaning is same. GST will get split into yes SGST and CGST. What is the amount given here? The CGST paid by the dealer to the government is how much? If CGST is 120, how much is SGST? 120. What have they asked us to find here? Rate of? Okay. If they ask us rate, is it rupees or percentage? The word rate comes in percentage. Very. If SGST is 120, CGST is 120, how much is GST? Add both. 120 plus 120 is 240. This 240 is what? Is it in rupees or percentage? It's in rupees. So GST is 240. What is the actual cost price? Mark price? 2000. If both are in rupees, what do you do? Divide or multiply? We divide. So what is the GST percentage? 240 divided by 100. Is this concept clear? Is the concept clear? This is how you solve it, students. There are two ways. One is this is the first way. Two zeros gets cancelled. What's the answer? 12%. If GST is 12%, what is SGST and CGST? How much percent you think they would be? Very good. Exactly. They are both are 6% and 6. You can do it like this. One option. The other option is you can take GST. What is CGST given in question? How much is CGST? 120. Let me find CGST directly. CGST percentage. How do you find percentage? 120 divided by what is mark price? 2000. And for new students, am I too fast or able to follow students? Malavika, Amy. Okay, Malavika, Amy, and Cecilia. Mark price already given in question. It is given here. Okay, read the question, students. Read it once. All of you read the question. If I'm too fast, let me know, students. I'll slow it down because other students are used to that. Wait, let me minimize the screen. See, there are two ways to find. One, you can double the GST. From GST, you can find 12%. Read the question. For an interstate sale, the CGST is given. They have given CGST as 120. If the mark price of the article is 2000. Got it? Mark price is given. Okay, what are the keywords here? This entire chapter deals with what are the things, students? What are the four things we have? Mark price. Next, GST. CGST. Next, SGST and discount. These are the keywords you have to pick from the question. Remember that. If you pick out this, other things are not required. If you know these things, these values, we can solve any type of question, students. So mathematics always go with the keywords. These are the keywords you have to look out. Now look at the question again. What is CGST value? 120. And one more thing I missed out. Interstate, intrastate. Even that is a keyword you have to remember. So GST, CGST was given. If you want to find SGST, first let us find CGST percentage. That is equals to 120 divided by mark price is 2000. Three zeros gets cancelled. Two ones are, two six are. What is CGST percentage? 6%. If CGST is 6%, they have asked us to find GST. How much is GST? Double it. GST will be 12%. If CGST is 6%, how much is SGST? Okay, very good. Exactly 6%. What about IGST? No, wrong. No, no. What did I tell you? This is intrastate. Yes. For intrastate, do we need to pay IGST? Is it possible? What's the answer? Nil. That's the reason I explained in the beginning. Nil. Okay. So look out the keywords, do the calculation, we'll get the answer right. Is this clear? All of you understood? And it was a MCQ question, students. MCQ question. Now I'll tell you how to write MCQ questions. Look here. 1 mark question. It was given in board exam. MCQ question. They don't give marks for your calculation part. You have to be very quick in calculation. I'll tell you how to do the calculation directly. If CGST is given, intrastate is given, what they've asked us to find? All of you will respond. GST. If CGST is 120, how much is GST? Into 2, double it. See, if CGST is how much? 120. Then what is SGST? SGST also is same, 120. If you combine both, you'll get 240. They have asked us to find GST percentage. Mark price is equals to how much? 2000. This is how you have to calculate. You have to be quick. What is GST percentage? If both are given in rupees, what do you do? You need to divide. Very good. 240 divided by 2000 into 100. This is how you calculate. Steps are not required. You can do this in working column, write the direct answer. You cancel out everything, you get 12%. Can you see all these are half mark question, half and 1 mark? All are MCQ students. You try to do this question. What is the mark price or printed price? Tell me the keywords. What is printed price or mark price? Then 80. What is the rate of GST? Yeah. And what do we need to find? Rupees or percentage? Rupees. How do you calculate rupees when both are, one is given in percentage, the other one in, very good, multiply. 3080 into 10 divided by 100. There's nothing about intrastate. Correct. There's nothing about interstate, intrastate. The answer is simple, 308. Try the first two. Read the question, try the first two, students. Then I have even your textbook, this one, screenshots. We'll do a few questions from that. Another 5 minutes. I told you all, 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes. Somehow by another 2 days I have to complete. We'll solve at least 15-20 questions. The CGST paid by the shopkeeper for an article is 500 is 15. A rate of GST. Try the third one. Let me see how many of you all can get the third one right. They have given SGST. They have asked us to find CGST. Try the third question. The selling price of a shirt is 800. The GST is there. Okay, both the question. Try third and fourth, students. I'll give you a 2 minutes time. Think and answer. Third and fourth. Okay, fourth is slightly different. Fourth is slightly different. Let's do the third one. Done the third one, all of you? Okay, what is the logic, students? What is this 15? Which is 15 and which is 500? Yes. SGST is how much? Yeah, that is what they've given. Remember, SGST, CGST, ISG, everything will be lesser than mark price, students. So don't get confused. Everything will be lesser than. So the SGST paid by a customer to a shopkeeper for an article which is priced 500. What is mark price? 500. What they've asked us to find? SGST rate or GST? Okay. If SGST is 15, what is GST? Very good. Double it. Just double it. If you double, you should get 30. What is GST percentage? If both are given in rupees, divided. 30 divided by 100. Very good. 6%. Very good. Exactly. 6% is the answer. What if they ask CGST? What is CGST? CGST also will be 15, right? Both are same. Okay, they'll ask you what kind of transaction is this? Interstate or intrastate when the word SGST is given. Very good. Intrastate, same state. They didn't ask here. If they ask, it is intrastate, students, 15%. So how will you find CGST percentage here? CGST percentage 15 divided by, no, 500 into 100. What's the answer? 3%. Or you could have done one more thing. What is GST we got? 6%. GST is 6%. What about SGST, CGST? What is half of them? If you split, 3%, 3%. You can do it however you want, students. Answer should be correct. Is it right? This is the entire calculation. We got the answer right. 2022. I'll do this tomorrow. I'll teach you tomorrow. Another 5 minutes. We'll do some one of your textbook question. Can you tell me this? This is your textbook question, right? Do you all remember what's our taught? This is the question, right? Okay, we'll do it. Mark price. Tell me all the keywords, students. Just write the keywords. What are the keywords given? Mark price is 1500. How much is discount percent given? 20. What is the question asked? How much money will be paid for the article if GST is 80? So they didn't ask about interstate, intrastate, nothing. IGST, CGST, nothing. Total bill. We need to find the total value. How much money will be paid for this article? Total amount. So for total amount, mark price plus we have to calculate the GST price. Before that, there is a word called discount. For discount, what do we do? Add or subtract? Subtract. Even this is MCQ question because 4 options are given. They won't give such stuff. Okay. They won't give such stuff. Only the basic. Like whatever we solve these 3 questions, students. We solve 3 questions. Those were easy, right? You'll get questions like that. So there are chances they might give. How do you solve this question? If discount is given, first remove discount. What is discount? Rupees. How do you discount amount? Very good. When both, see, one is given in percentage, other one is given in rupees. So what do you have to do? 1500 into 20 divided by 100. What's the discount amount? 2 into 15, 300. So remove the discount, students. You have to write mark price after discount. What is mark price after discount? Yes, 1500 minus this 1300. That is equals to 1200. On top of 1200, what you have to write? GST. Now write GST 18%. See, 1200 is given in rupees. Mark price 1200 rupees. GST is 18%. One is given in rupees, other one in percentage. How do you find GST amount, students? Multiply. Very good. 18 by 100. If you cancel this, 12 into 18. Kia, you've already done or you're looking at the answer? Doing it. How come so quick? 12 into 18? Okay, all of you complete this, students. What's the answer here? 12 into 18. 116. So what's the total amount you have to pay? Mark price is 1500 plus 1616. There is no, how come no such option? Discount is 1200. Oh no, no, not 1500 students. What is the discount? After discount, what is the mark price now? After discount? 1200. Sorry, 1200. Kia, you're giving wrong answer. 12 into 18 is not 116. 216, 12 into 18. 216 Kia. So what's the answer, students? 1200 plus 216 is 1400. Which option? Option 2. Is this clear? All of you understood? Okay, make a note, students. Make a note. Question you forget. Anyways, you'll get your textbook. Make a note of this answer. That's it. I'll give 1 or 2 questions for homework. We'll continue tomorrow. You're supposed to take this after discount, whatever is that mark price you're supposed to take this 1200. I'll be uploading the videos. Okay, the same video you can watch, or if your friends need, you can share. And just because MCQ, I didn't write it neatly, students. MCQ, they don't give marks for writing. Main answer is important. If it is 3 or 4 marks, I'll tell you how to write it in order. You have to draw a box, write it in column. Is it clear, students? All of you understood step-by-step calculation? Okay. There is one direct calculation. I'll teach you all even that. Use it only for MCQ. Use that only for MCQ. Shall I erase it? All of you completed? Done? Okay, Cecilia completed. Malavika, Cecilia. Done? Okay, students. Look here, I'll teach you all one direct method. Remember this direct method, use it only for MCQ. Use it only for MCQ. See, whenever mark price is given, 1500, within 2 3 I mean 10 20 seconds you can complete. Discount is given. How much is discount percent? 20%. And what is the GST given? 18%. So what do you do with discount? Do we add or subtract? Discount. Subtract. What do you do with GST? We add. So remember the total cost price, students, after all the deduction, the cost price is equals to 1500 multiplied by, remember, imagine discount, the entire cost price is 100%. In 100%, how much you have to exclude? If you want to minus 100 minus 20 is how much? 100 minus 20 is 80. Multiply this into, take this 100. If you want to add, what is 100 plus 18? 118. This is the direct answer you get. Look here, 4 zeros. If you try this, if you do it, you'll get the answer. Let me show. 1500 into 80 into 118 divided by, you'll get 1416. Are we getting the answer 1416? 1416. For MCQ, you can try this method, 1416. I'll repeat again. Take mark price, students, mark price. Keep 100% aside. From 100%, what do you do for discount? Add or subtract? We subtract it. What is 100 minus 20? 80%. Multiply 80. Multiply 80. Next, for GST, what do you do? We add. What is 100 plus 18? 180. To do this calculation later, after the class you do it, you'll get 1416. Okay, you'll definitely get 1416. Try this, use this formula only for MCQ purpose. If you haven't understood, no problem, we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, so that's it for today. Attend at 7:30. And one more thing, students, I'll be changing the time from Monday. Okay, from next Monday, I'll change the timings. What time do you have class tomorrow? After your full day? Till 12 o'clock? Okay, shall I finish the class evening? After evening at 4 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, will you all attend? 5:30. Right. Who else are going attending other classes, students? Other tuition? 2:15. Then fine, you'll attend at 7:30, students. Same time. Only for this week. From next week, I'll change the timings. Okay, and whoever is attending other tuition, can you tell me science offline? Who else is attending? I want to see the timings. This week, nobody has other tuition, other classes? Yeah, because I see Abigail attending other class and Eileen. Okay, then tomorrow attend at 6:30, students. Will all of you attend at 6:30 tomorrow? I'll put it in the group. Okay, Cecilia, yes, attend at 6:30, students. Okay, you just new students stay online. Malavika, Cecilia, and Amy. Others can leave. That's it for today. You all can leave, students. Yes, good night. You all can leave.